Hello everyone. Okay, so I have a message for those who are newly getting married, and it can also be of help to those who have been married, but especially those who are newly getting married or those who are planning on getting married very soon. This morning, something occurred to me and I decided to put it down, do a video, post it so that more people can have access to it. There is this unrealistic expectation that some of us bring into marriage. You know, expecting that when I get married, all my needs will be met. I will have it the way I want. It is an unrealistic expectation. Marriage is actually a call to service. Marriage is a call to service. I'm not going to take your time. The first thing I want to say is that the fact that, for example, you and I, we are married. The fact that we are married does not mean that I have to do everything you want me to do. The fact that we are married does not mean that I have to do everything that you want me to do. Oh, this is what I want. This is what I want. Marriage is not a place where you go and be giving command. It's not barrack. It's not a soldier's barrack. It's not an army barrack, rather, where you go and be giving command. This is what I want. This is what I want. For the fact that we are married does not mean that I have to do everything that you want me to do. This is what I want. This is what I want. This is what I want. That's not marriage. That's totally the opposite of what God intended marriage to be. Number two, the fact that we are married does not mean that I have to do things the way you want it to be done. They are not the same. I don't have to do things the way you want it to be done. Oh, this is how I want my things to be done. This is how I want my clothes to be arranged. This is how I want my space to be. If you don't want anybody to interrupt your space, you didn't have any reason getting married in the first place. If you want everything to be the way you put it down, all of that, you don't need marriage. You don't need a spouse. That's just the fact. That's just the truth. The bottom line of what I'm talking about this day is the adjustment mentality that we are supposed to bring into marriage. But we are not bringing into marriage. We are bringing unrealistic expectation. This is how I want it. When I come to you for sexual advances as your husband, you must not say no. And when you say yes, this is how I want it to be. That is not marriage. Things cannot be done the way you want it to be done, and I don't have to do everything. You understand? Everything that you want. I married you. You did not employ me in your company. If you employed me in your company, I do things the way you want me to do it, and I do what you want me to do. So marriage is not an organization where we have a boss and staff. So the staff carried out the instruction of the boss. No, marriage is a union between two friends adjusting to each other. Now I have this example for you. For example, let me give you this example to make you understand all these points that I've been talking about. For example, you got married. One of your best food is ewedu. You know ewedu. I just want to use ewedu. Those of us from the Yoruba side, West, you know what ewedu is. So your best food is ewedu and stew. Your wife also loves ewedu. Now, your wife prepare ewedu for you and serve you, for example. Because you are so good at preparing ewedu, you already knew that this ewedu does not have potage. You know, some people use potage to prepare ewedu. This ewedu does not have potage. Ewedu is a type of vegetable. So this you are so good in preparing it, and that you say, this ewedu doesn't have potage. Or you love your ewedu to have melon seed. You know, some people, they also include melon seed. This ewedu doesn't have melon seed. This ewedu doesn't have potage. Your wife already served you. You are eating. Now, this is where adjustment comes in. All your life, you have never taken a wedu without potage. You have never taken a wedu without melon seed. What you are supposed to do is to look at your wife and say, wow, this is another type of, this is another style of preparing a wedu. I've never tasted a wedu without potage and melon seed. Wow, this is another great way to prepare. And this is so, so delicious. Wow, this is nice. That is you adjusting to your wife's style of preparing a wedu. And then, after you have appreciated our own style, oh, this is good. This is also nice. All my life, I've never taken a wedu without potage and melon seed. This is so good. This is also nice. Just that I love I'm used to that potage and melon seed, but this is really nice. Well done, my darling. Well done. This is nice. That is you adjusting. It is not convenient. Marriage is not convenient. Nobody told us that it's going to be convenient. Adjusting to your spouse is not going to be convenient. No. If anybody told you it's going to be convenient, they lied to you. I've been married for 20 years and I'm telling you it's not going to be convenient. Adjustment is not convenient. Even when you travel from one country to another to adjust, it's not convenient. So why do you think it's going to be convenient in marriage? This is the reason why marriages are breaking. Because everybody wants convenience. No, it's sacrifice. We're making sacrifice. Communicating rightly. Adjusting to each other. And then you look at her and say, wow, beautiful. And then you eat that soup, you lick the plate, and your wife sees that you enjoy it. That is you adjusting. Now, how will your wife adjust to you? A woman who is wise, a woman who came into marriage with that adjustment mentality, will next time, when she's preparing that ewedu, we now take potash, we take melon seed, add it to it. If she doesn't know how to prepare it, go on YouTube, watch how other food bloggers, how they prepared their own. Do it for the husband. That is the wife adjusting to the husband. See, nobody is fighting anybody now. The husband is not fighting the wife. Hey, what kind of, I don't eat my melon, I don't eat my wedu without potash, I don't eat my wedu without melon seed. Please take it away. Children in adult body getting married every weekend. I'm teaching you now. You are planning marriage. This is what you are signing for. When they give you that certificate and you are signing, this is what you are signing for. You are signing for a sacrificial life. You are signing to make the other person to adjust to the other person. Don't go into marriage with unrealistic expectations. You're going to get hurt. You will think you married the devil. You will think that your village people are after you and nothing. Nobody's after you. So the woman too is adjusting to the husband, goes into the kitchen, go on YouTube, find out how do they put potash in it. I've never done that before. And then the next time she's serving her husband, maybe a wedu is on the menu that day, and the husband said, wow, you added potash. He said, I saw the way you were talking the other days. I felt maybe you would like it. Me too, I want to taste it. Let me see how it is. And actually it is nice. That is two of you adjusting to each other. So now you have adjusted to her own style of ewedu. She has adjusted to your own style. So either way, anytime, whether there is potash or not, whether there is melon seed or not, both of you are okay. Instead of one person fighting the other person, you are adjusting. That's what marriage is. You married somebody, maybe your husband is the one that snores. You are going to adjust to the snoring. There's nothing you can do. You will adjust to it. You will get used to it until the snoring becomes cute. Somebody said my wife's snore is very cute. I don't know how snoring is cute. That is adjustment. You will adjust and redefine those things. You will redefine it. You will adjust. And it is not one person adjusting. The other person too is adjusting. Oh, this is what my spouse appreciated what I did. Like that man appreciated the wife's style of cooking ewedu. But then this is what he would have loved. Let me also adjust to him. But when you condemn people, they don't change. When you condemn people, they don't learn. When you condemn people, they feel trapped. So marriage is not a union between two robots controlled by a remote. This is how my husband, remove it. My husband is coming. If he sees common, he will be. There are some homes. Once the car enters the garage, everybody is running. Hey, remove this one. Do this one. Hey, can you go? No. You did not employ me in your company. You married me. Whether you are the man or you are the woman, I'm talking to both people. Go into marriage getting ready to adjust. It's an adventure. Get ready to meet things that you never expected to meet, and get ready to adjust. I'm not talking about adjusting to domestic abuse. I'm not talking about adjusting to domestic violence. I'm not talking to adjusting to physical assault. I'm not talking to adjusting to verbal abuse. That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about our lives, the things we like to do, the things we don't like to do, how we like our clothes to be, how we like our house to, things like that. You are going to adjust. If you are not ready for it, cancel that wedding date and go and plan. And if you're already in it, the Lord give you grace to adjust. Marriages works this way when we both celebrate ourselves. It's not that the man said, oh, the man celebrated your wedding soup, told you how he has been used to it. He said, well, I'm sorry, Omi, I can never cook a wedding like that. This is how I want it. Just because the man appreciated you. That is you also not using number 6. You understand? That is you also not adjusting. Both of you, we have to adjust. You shift ground for each other. This one shifts small, this one shifts small. You get her? Now wetin they make marriage work with that. You go shift small. Me say I go shift small. Not be say you go stand for where you dey. You dey tell me say make me a shift. Where are the shift go? Now 2 of us go shift. You shift small, I shift small. And then you discover that what happens is that when you are shifting, I'm shifting, we are learning more. Like that man now. He has learned how to eat ewedu without potash and melon seed. He has added that to his menu. When we adjust, what happens is that we are learning more. Oh, it was my wife that taught me how to eat bread and beans. So the only thing I eat bread with is tea. It was when I married my wife. That is you. I'm just using food as an example. It could be anything. That is you adding to what you already know from your spouse, either from the man or from the woman. When you go into marriage, this mentality, there is no devil that can break you. God bless you. My name is Mama Jane Aruwolo. I'm a certified marriage coach and counselor. Join me every Saturday for a question and answer session on TikTok and on Facebook. 11 a.m., 10 a.m. UK time every Saturday. I love you. Keep winning. And I wish you the best in your marriage.